Hi everyone, I'm Carol and I'd like to share some thoughts about the language of the soul. Now, it's a good idea to start off what is the meaning of the soul? What is the soul anyway? Sometimes people use the word spirit, light, all sorts of lovely words are out there trying to describe what a soul is. And I find language a bit limiting in this because actually it's a sensation, it's a feeling, and it's a knowing. So it's quite often beyond the reasoning mind. In a way, I like things simple, we have a vibrational essence of emotions, one of which I call the pits, which is a very low vibrational way of living where we have jealousy, we have envy, we have guilt, disappointment, sadness, depression, many things. In the middle layer of the vibrational essence of existence, we have the reasoning mind. The reasoning mind is the bit that we really need that's helped us to get dressed in the morning, cover the basics of life, of appointments and, what to wear that day, what to eat, what to do. And it's a construct of the mind that helps us to reason out any emotional experience that we have. That has a ceiling. We've all experienced the mind where it has a ceiling. There's some things that just don't make enough sense. We can't reason it out. That's because the answers lie in the higher mind. Now, the higher mind is the vibrational essence of emotion and thought that exists beyond the reasoning mind. It's a place of hope, of love, of joy, of happiness, many times laughter. It's the place of bliss. It's the place where we reach our intuitive self. It's the place where the soul resides. That has no ceiling, and its foundation is at the top of the ceiling of the reasoning mind. So there's three bands of energy I often refer to as the pits, as the reasoning mind and the higher mind. Of course, you and I know there are many bands of vibrational essence out there. They're not limited to 3. But just as a framework to work within, 3 is a nice number, don't you think? So, soul, everything to do with the soul, resides in this higher mind. So we've got a big clue here already about when we're feeling joyful and free and connected and warm and encouraged and loved and seen, our self-worth is intact. All of those things are where the soul lies. And the intuitive self really is your soul. But your soul to me is far too big to fit into this physical frame, in this human existence. I feel and truly believe, and have seen proof of it time and time again, that our soul is actually probably living very, very many different lives across this many different universes in the cosmic space. And some of those are running parallel to this one. They have an effect on what we're doing here. And some of the things I do is, one of the things I offer is a soul reading where we find out what those aspects are doing and how that's actually affecting you here, so you can actually use that information in a very positive way to react to life, knowing more of who you are. But soul's quite an interesting thing because I feel for this higher 4th and 5th dimensional life that's here for us to enjoy now, we really need more of a way of connecting into that higher voice, that soul voice, the highway to your higher self. Many words again are used to describe that, but it's a way of finding that direct phone call to your divine self, to that part of you that's already divine, that lives within you and that's trying to talk to you all of the time, often whispering encouragement, whispering guidance, do this, do that, perhaps think about that one first before you act. so on and so forth. So I think it's really worthwhile actually just perhaps sitting for a while or going for a walk in nature and just ruminating on what your soul is trying to talk to you about. What guidance is it giving you? We get guidance outside of us as well as internally. Sometimes our vibrational essence, we're too busy in the mind, too busy in our lives, too busy with all of the distractions that are there to encourage us to step away from ourselves. So sometimes the vibrational essence of our soul comes to us in a different way. Maybe the animal kingdom is trying to get a message through. Maybe nature is trying to get a message through. Maybe you just turn on some music and the radio and there are some words there in that song, in that particular line at that particular time. Maybe you open a book or a magazine or whatever it is that you're looking at and there are some words that actually really appertain to you. You'll always get a bit of a fuzzy, wuzzy feeling with it that's trying, your body, which never lies, is trying to tell you, oops, this is important. How about we attend to this? How about we listen to that? That's a whisper that's come in enough for your body to react to. And mostly we go, oh, right, read to the next page or listen to the next thing or go off and get distracted once again. So my invitation to you is just to sit with it or walk with it for a while and listen, tune in, like what if I do have a higher self? What if that would guide me well to less perceived mistakes, into a happier existence? What if that were true? Maybe you could just play with that for a moment or two each day to heighten and to strengthen your connection with your own soul, with your own whispers of soul knowledge that always bring you a higher vibration existence of all of the things we mentioned before, which most people that I meet say they want to have that life. So to have that life, to meet in that hopeful field of potentiality and possibilities of loving, of greatness, means we emotionally need to go beyond the pits, find our way through the reasoning mind and beyond the reasoning mind into the land of the higher mind, into the land of soul. So if this is of interest, I'm having a webinar on the 20th of March. It happens to be the night before the full moon, the third supermoon this year. The third, we're only having 3, and they happen to be in January, February, March of this year of 2019. I'm going to spend a couple of hours lengthening our existence into the soul from 7 to 9 p.m. Full details and there are a link are provided here so that you can access that if you wish to. Lots and lots of space for you giving me some questions before we start or during the programme, so I can tune into you in specific, you on an individual level, and get those answers because I know they'll help the group. So we're looking at individual landscapes of existence and how that can actually help you and how that can help many other people. And it's fun too. It's fun to actually spend some time going on a journey. I'm going to do a meditation that evening so we can journey into our own soul and start to get some of our own answers too. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be fun. I hope to meet you there. Lots of love. Bye for now. Soul to soul.